Shaun Haney here with RealAgriculture.com, and right now I am joined by
Jim Dyck, Oat Advantage, Saskatoon.
Well, we're a beautiful sunny day in Saskatoon. Jim, what I'm doing is I'm talking to farmers and plant breeders about what the modernization of plant breeders' rights means to them and their business and their part in the value chain. How important is this issue around Bill C-18 and UPOV 91 and all these other words that we keep on hearing? But to you personally in Oat Advantage, what does it mean?
Well, Shaun, I started this venture, Oat Advantage, in 2008, breeding oats, and just because I just enjoy the creative outlet and obviously trying to create something, business and a chance to be part of something bigger, the oat community. And so it's a long road in plant breeding from the start to having varieties released and things like this. And so the chance in the future to earn revenue off of the varieties and the innovations that I can develop is an important thing. And if the modernization or the plant breeders' rights are able to help me do the kinds of innovations that I'm interested in doing and bringing to the oat community, I think that it's something that I just feel will be of great value. I mean, it'll be value for me, but I really feel it'll be a great value to the farmers that I'm working for.
Well, if the farmer is growing higher yielding varieties, making more money, that means that your program is sustainable long term as well.
Exactly, it is.
Yeah.
And I know there's lots of discussion there about public breeding and things like this in decline, and I do really enjoy, Shaun, like in the past and now working with public breeders and things like this. And it's an important role, and I've always felt that public breeding in Canada is a fantastic asset. And it's difficult when you see it declining. I'm certainly trying to, there's a niche here where I can do my own work, and that doesn't mean that public breeding has to decline. But for me, I mean, the opportunity, to again bring innovation to oats and to maybe have a return on that investment, it's important.
Yeah. So now, Oat Advantage, you're on your own, right?
Yeah.
You're an independent. You own the breeding program.
Yep.
It's your blood, sweat, and tears, as we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You hope there's more success than the tears part.
Yep.
But you're really slugging it out, trying to improve the genetics of for Western Canadian farmers that are growing oats.
Yep.
We hear all the time about the investments that are being made in corn, soybeans, canola, and how we are globally, research-wise, and even in terms of yield gains, behind in things like barley, wheat, and your crop, oats.
Right, and so there is room to bring new investment or new research to a crop like oats, which maybe acreages are declining and things like this, and it gets squeezed by canola and corn and soybeans and things like this, other crops. But with innovation, if we can, as a community and myself as a breeder, to bring some innovations and some real gains in oats, to keep it being a valuable part of crop rotation and of the farm operation, it will be a real benefit to agriculture.
Mm-hmm. So, a lot of times we hear critics of this topic discuss, that this is about farmers losing control. This is about putting the hands of genetics in the hands of large companies, large breeding global breeding programs.
Yep.
You're a plant breeder.
Yep.
And we got your farm in behind us here, and you've been talking very proudly about some of the things you're working on.
Yeah.
But you're not necessarily trying to put farmers. You need farmers to be in business in order to have somebody to sell it or to grow your genetics.
Exactly. This is I mean, I'm creating something where there wasn't something before. Like if I'm not taking away research or opportunity for anyone. I, in my own way, am building new things for the people that I'm interested in serving. Like for farmers, building maybe some ideas, some ways in which oats can get better just to bringing more value. This wouldn't. I mean, I think I can bring something that will not have been there before, and so it's exciting for me because I can I like to think of a lot of different projects on oats. I mean, you think of oats as one thing, just growing basic oats, but there are a lot of improvements that can be made, and I can pick and choose, but I can bring that innovation to what farmers are needing.
So does that innovation, Jim, happen, in your opinion, does that innovation happen if we don't increase the research dollars or the money flowing in to allow you to do the things that you want to do to improve the crop?
It won't happen, Shaun. Like I started in 2008, and there are different things I do to make this operation profitable. But for oat's sake, like for the oat part of the work that I do, which is my main focus, it needs investment dollars and dollars of return on varieties that I will produce. And so this has to happen. I have lots of ideas. I mean, there are lots of ideas in the oat breeding community of what we can do, but it does take funding. And I have to dig deep a little bit to make this operation happen. And I'm on my 7th season now, and I'm existing in part, hoping that there will be a return on the investment for my work in oats, and I think there will be. I believe that some of these changes with UPOB 91 will help it out, and I think farmers will be a benefit. But it would be difficult without a return on investment to do the kinds of things that I want to do in oats. And you can see it too with other crops like canola. The money that goes in there when there's revenue coming from seed sales and things like this. You can imagine that when dollars come around to something like oats, a small crop, but when the dollars are returned back to a breeder, big things can happen.
So, Jim, from the farmers that you talk to, because obviously you have a bias. You want your program to be funded, and you want to see more money flowing in so you can do bigger and better things. But I was at a farm this morning where the farmer said, like, I have no problem putting money into the research pot as long as I'm getting value out, and that's obviously no value. It's not going to happen anyway. So
and I think for that farmer and for others, if I develop some things that have value, I believe people will want to buy them, and so they wouldn't buy them unless they saw there was value in it, right? So this is I think it's something that's sort of obvious that if I produce things that are good, people will buy them, and I think that they will be rewarded by the innovation that I provide. Mm-hmm. But if I don't, of course they wouldn't buy them. So it's just as simple as that.
Well, the one thing that's really, really good, I think, is that as an independent breeder, you're filling a void, right? Oats is not a crop that is being focused on by some of the more traditional, larger scale breeding programs.
Right. Yeah.
And so I think it takes a real entrepreneurial spirit by yourself to sort of fight this battle to try to increase the potential of oats in Western Canada.
I think it takes entrepreneurial spirit. I think I have some of that. But you know what? You do see oat research declining, like in conferences that I go to and different things. And of course, it's easy to see some public research declining because it's not a main crop. And so there really is an opportunity here at this time, to take advantage of that and to make something happen in a small crop where it's sort of a little forgotten, not forgotten totally, but it is a bit on the fringes. And here's a chance to make something happen. And these, so the plant breeders' rights are a part of that solution to bringing innovation to it.
Yeah. So we were chatting earlier before we started filming about talking to plant breeders in different parts of the world and talking about how being concerned about their ability to get a return on their investment in Canada because of our lack of not moving to UPOB 91.
Yeah, I think, like I mentioned, there are people that have called me wanting to collaborate with the research I'm doing, or to maybe have some testing done in Canada with oats, just because of the potential for a return on investment, and that's that will bring from far and wide new ideas into even oats.
And if those countries aren't willing to collaborate with you because they can't get a return here, that is negatively impacting the farmers' profitability.
I think
ability.
So. Yeah, it is, and I will do work here. Whatever the framework is, I think that there is value already, and that's why I've already started. When I started this, there was no talk of UPAW, being part of the equation, but I felt that I think I can make something happen anyways. And there are good companies to work with, like good seed companies that I'm working with, and then others that that have talked to me, and there's potential in this climate, but to make things work, but I think it'll be better as it goes on if plant breeders' rights are maybe strengthened a bit.
Yeah. Okay, Jim, well, thank you very much. It was great talking to you, and good luck with your plot planting here.
And good talking to you too, Shaun. Okay.